Today we're going to learn about how do you play an FDA approval trading. So we're going to learn all about that in this video. So I'm going to show you how do you find a good FDA approval stock, because you're waking up one morning and you see a stock trending going up. You're like, no, I wish I knew about it yesterday or a week ago. I'm going to show you how to find that a week, a month, a year ahead of time, so you can actually make good money. I'm going to show you exactly, is it a good play? Should you play it or should you not play it? Okay, and I'm also going to show you how to validate the stock to make sure that it is going to rally up. I'll show you when to invest and a strategy that works every single time, because here's the thing, okay, a lot of people on stock market, they lose money. Okay, my strategy is I'm going to show you how to take profits at the right time. Okay, right time, so you don't have to be that loser. That's my guarantee. So let's move on. But keep in mind that trading is risky, and if you happen to lose your house, your wife, or things like that, that's not my fault, okay? So keep that in mind. But the advice I'm about to give it to you is the same advice that I would give to my own brothers, sisters, and so on as well. So let's move on. So what is FDA? So FDA is Food and Drug Admin. It's an agency here in the US of A. I don't know if you can see the flag right here. So it's an agency that makes sure they have a job, right? Their job is to make sure that, let's say I take a pill tonight and a brand new pill, a drug for something, right? If I take it, their job is to make sure that I don't die overnight from it. Their job is to make sure that the food I eat is good enough so that, it doesn't harm the public. That's their job. Now, these stock companies, these pharmaceutical companies, they have a stock, of course, and they're trying to get a drug approved. Okay, they're trying to get a drug approved, and it has to go through the FDA. And that's when we come in and try to see if we can make money from it. Now, I'm going to show you exactly how to find those stocks. Okay, so a couple of ways. So first one is fda.gov. Now, this website, you can go there. It has so much information, but if you're just starting out, it's going to be so confusing, and I don't want you to waste time. I want you to make money. So, but you can find all that information here. Maybe in the future you might want to go here. There's all of these files that you can look through and find out what's happening. Okay, but I'm going to show you an easier way. There are two websites that I really like. So the first one is called the fdatracker.com, and if you go there, it has a nice nifty calendar which will tell you what's coming up. For example, right here, so it tells you a stock that's going to be that's pending FDA approval right here. It gives you the ticker number. It also gives you some information here as well if you just click on it right here. So it'll give you some information about the drug and also the company as well. Simple as that. That's one site, okay? Now, the other site is called biopharmacatalyst.com. So if you go there, if you click on calendar, you'll see this little list. Now, I like it a little better because it gives me, the date right here. So upcoming one. Tells me what the medication is and what does it do and what stage is it in. So there's a stage, is it that important? Not really, because the thing is with the FDA approvals, we don't really care about fundamentals, and we just want to make sure that we rally up way before other people rally up. Now, if you're like, what is a rallying up? Rallying up, traders want to use these fancy words. All it means is that, think of it like this, okay? People are just rallying up on a train. So that's called rallying up. So it just means that it's going up, okay? So when somebody says, oh, it's rallying up, means that it's going up. It doesn't mean anything else. So if a stock is rallying up, means that it's going up. So I might say that on my video, but you know what it means now. So you see the ticker on the left, right, on here, and you see the price that's at right now. So keep in mind with the FDA's couple of things. Okay, number one is the stock price. Okay, stock price, it has to be under $3 to $4. Why? We'll get to that in a bit. That's number one. Number two, is the drug or whatever the product, is that innovative or is that like boring stuff? So what's innovative and what's boring stuff? Let me give you an example. So right now, let's say there is a drug for treating coronavirus. That's innovative because people need that, okay? And for example, there is a drug for diabetes. Boring because people have diabetes, have had it for years and years, hundreds of years, and there's already treatment that actually work. Now, for example, what if there was an FDA approval for a HIV, right? Now think of it, that's innovative because for HIV, there's no cure, but it's a very dangerous disease, right, that people are suffering with. So that's innovative. So always put FDA approvals into innovative or boring stuff. Can you play both? Yes, you can. So I'll tell you when to play which one, but keep that in mind, okay? So number one, make sure the price is under $5 usually, okay? And make sure you categorize the innovative drug or it's like boring stuff, okay? Keep that in mind, okay? You stay with me, okay? Now let's move on. So now we're gonna go ahead and just go to a calendar, this one, okay? Just try it out. So today is August 30. So let's click on one, okay? That says ticker. I'm just gonna Google it. You have to do some more, guys. Okay, you can't just sit on and just. Okay, so $93. Now, is it a good pick? No. Why is it not a good pick? Because number one, it's not under $5. Why am I telling you this? So, for example, okay, so let's say a company comes out with a drug and they're pending FDA approval. Why do you not pick this company? Because here's the thing: how many stocks can you buy with this price? 10, 15, 20? Like, how many can I buy, right? I want to buy 50,000, 60,000, 100K stocks, but with this price, no, I'm not going to risk that much money. So that's one, okay? And number two is that if I invest money on this company for FDA approval, it's not going to have much volume. Let me tell you why. So a stock price has to be affordable enough that people with like, $100, $200 can afford it. Think about it for a second, okay? So if the stock is $93 and a college student who is trading on Robinhood, how many stocks can he buy? 5, 6, 10, 20? Can he buy 10,000? Probably not. So think of it like this. So let's say a volume of a stock is at 1 million, okay? 1 million shares trading, up and down. Let's say an average of 1 million. Out of that million, most of the people are trading like 100, 200. Why? Because they can afford to trade it. If the stock price was $100, they're not going to trade it. So if there is an FDA approval coming in from companies like, AstraZeneca or Johnson & Johnson, you've heard of that one. This big Gaire, all these big companies, don't do the FDA play because you're not going to make much money because the market is not liquid because there's not much volume. Okay, we got that right. So that's why you don't play stocks with like this kind of price. So under $5. I try to be under $1, but that might not happen all the time. Let's move on. So let's move on right here. So that's not gonna work. Let me try something else. Just keep Googling, okay? And why am I doing it this way? Because I want to show you how to do it manually. You could go to the other side, but I want to show it to you what's going inside my brain when I do these searches. Because you might need to do this as well. Sometimes it doesn't show up. Let's type up stock. $30. Not a good play. Why? Because it's not gonna have as much volume. Okay, we know that. Now let's move on. You gotta do this. You can't just sit on here and expect you're gonna make money. Let's move on. Okay, MNK. $1.65. Is that under $4, $5? Yes. What are they working on? So let's see. So treatment of something about renal, so kidney, something to do with kidney. Blah, 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 blah. How did I know it was kidney? Because it said renal right here. Let's go back right here. Okay, so kidney failure. So is it innovative? No, because there are other drugs that do, work. There's no cure for, kidney failure, but there are treatments to slow it down. Are there other treatments? Yes. So does that make sense? So it's not innovative, but it's boring, but can we still play it? Where's the battery for this, man?
I don't know.
Need to add some batteries on this. So it's not innovative, but we can still play it. Okay, now let's see if this is a good play or not. So we find that out. Let's go back. Okay, and let's search it up. Oh, we did it already here. Let's go to news. Okay, you want to go there and check what's going on. Okay. You're just checking to make sure there's no bad news that's coming out, okay? It's always just, sometimes you find a good stock, right? And you go to news and it's like, oh, it's diluting, meaning that you shouldn't buy it, okay? Or there's a reverse split, meaning that, they're about to be delisted. So make sure to look up news for that ticker to make sure there is no bad news, because a company is not going to publish a bad news like this. You'll have to look it up here, and you'll have to see if there's any bad news, because if there's a bad news coming out or something crazy is about to happen, it might not rally up. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, so I don't see any bad news. Let's go back. Let's click on all. Okay, let's look at max. Okay, let's look at 1 year. Okay, dipped right here. Let's look at 6 months. 6 months. I'm just making sure that there's not going to be anything surprising. Okay, and okay, 6 months it rallied up to $3-4, so we can double our money. Okay, so I like that. I like it so far. Okay, now next up, I like to go to Yahoo Finance and type it up right here, MNK. MNK. Why do I go to Yahoo Finance? It's because I want to see what other people are thinking or talking about the stock. Okay, I'm going to go to conversation right here. Okay, the reason I do this is because think of it like this. Okay, I'm in this trading room, in my room trading all day, and I might not be able to meet all the people who are trading the stock, but I do want to know what people are thinking about the stock. So I want to see what's going on in their mind. But keep in mind, on internet, everybody is a doctor. They know they're an expert, blah blah blah. They do that because they want to pump up the stock. But you do want to see what are people's sentiments. Okay, you go here, you just read. I go to top, I go to newest. Okay, just Sunday, so it's not gonna have any new ones. Blah blah blah. Oh, the drug, blah. If the drug is approved on September 12th, I hope it can sold for $1 blah. Okay, so what does this tell me? So it tells me is that there are a lot of people who are invested. Okay, they're invested, meaning that we can make money from this. Okay, okay. This is a validation. Will there be a volume? Probably yes. Okay, heading to blah blah blah. Well, this guy bought 30K units at 165. He's just trying to pump up his stock because he bought it and he wants the price to go higher. There's nothing wrong with this. All you have to do is keep in mind that, don't take a, face value for it, but take it with a grain of salt and make sure that, you're like, people are in it. Keep in mind, most people lose money on a stock market. Why? Because they're investing without thinking. This video is going to make you think. Okay? So, good. I like it. Let's move on. So next up, what you do is you pull up a chart for this stock, MNK. Well, before that, let's go to PR Newswire. So here, I want to see what's going on with this company, right? So MNK, is there any news? I just want to see roughly, okay? There's a couple of news, but not much. Done, okay? We don't have to really worry too much about it. But if you go to this website, what you can also do is, I'll give you a trick at the end, but what you can do is go here and search up for FDA, and you can find out a lot of stuff that might not be listed on that calendar, okay? Like this. You can go here and just look it up. For example, this one came out yesterday, Saturday, so you might want to go here and just see what the stock is, because sometimes medications, all these things, they might not be published on those calendars because someone has to type it in, and FDA site is such a hassle to go through. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, let's move on. So for example, this one, so let's go on. So MNK, we're going to put it on the chart right here. MNK. Okay, let's take a look at candlestick, and we go. Woo. Okay, now, so the RSI is high. That means the sentiment is good. It means that it's going to rally up. When you see that big, green going up, it means that it's about to rally. But you see right here, the RSI is at its maximum. What does it mean? It means that it's going to fall down, okay? I don't want to make this video too complicated because I can, but I don't want to, because there's so many things I can do with this chart to make it complicated, but it's best not to, because I just want you to learn the basics. Okay, so you see the RSI is is really, really high. Now, what is a good price to buy this at? Because at this point, people are going to be taking some profits. Okay, so today's Sunday, so tomorrow or Tuesday, like a day or two, a trading day, watch this. There should be a big long red arrow, bar coming down. That means it's falling. That's when it hits, pick it up. Pick it up, because there's still about 12 days to go for this FDA approval, right? And it's gonna rally up one more time. Okay, so when there's a long red bar, that means the price goes down, means people are selling off to take profits. That's when you go ahead and buy. Once this gets fixed, I'll have you do that. But once you buy in, now what do you do after that? Okay, now, so FDAs have two plays: pre-FDA, post-FDA. Okay. So here's what I do. So if a drug or a product is innovative, like something crazy, something good, then I play the pre and post. Because here's the thing, okay? An event like a FDA approval might not happen, or even if it does happen, people are not gonna play because it's risky. Okay. Now, what I advise you guys to do is find these stocks well ahead of time, a week or two, or sometimes a month ahead of time, and get invested. Okay, make sure to check all these things. Now, once you get invested, when it rallies up, buy it in. Okay, well, when it's time to buy it in. When it rallies up, sell it. Okay, and then once you sell it, be done. Because here's the thing: when the FDA approval comes up, right, people are going to be selling it off because they don't want to trade the news, the actual decision, because it could go south, meaning there could be something wrong that might happen, right? So you don't play the events in this case. Now, if this was an innovative drug, and if I had some, news or some, rumors that it might be approved, I might play the post FDA too. But 99% of the time, I don't play the post because it's too risky, right? And always make sure that you are, the entire thing is risky, but you don't want to risk too much, because when you see a profit, that's the money that you didn't have yesterday. So take the money, put it in your pocket, be happy about it. Okay. Now, so when it rallies up at its maximum point, you're gonna see a big long bar going up. So for example, right here, this example right here is when you see this, get ready to sell. Okay, you're gonna see it go up, and you're gonna see a big long green bar. Wait couple of bars, and then when it kind of like right here, like it's consolidating, like you see like it's not moving much, right? At this time, I would go ahead and let me go ahead and change it to I like 15 minutes. Okay, same thing. See, a big long arrow right here, right? And then it's kind of constant. So now people are about to take profits. At this time, I would sell, let's move on, okay? Now, so when it goes down, or you see see right here, I'll give you an example one more time. So right here, you see a big long arrow was here, right? I mean, bar was right here. And then I said, when you see that, get ready to buy. So when you saw that, you're like, okay, you wait couple minutes, 30 minutes, you see a couple more of these. When you see two green, get in, and then you can just rally up. Okay, you get the idea. So that's how you play FDA plays. So we learned about it today, and I think now you should be much more comfortable to do FDA plays. Now, how do you find more of these? So what I recommend you do is you go to prnews.com and just click on search and type of FDA and look at the articles. Let's do one. Okay, FDA, right? You search it up. Because the calendar might not show you everything. Okay, keep that in mind. Let's go here. Okay, FDA grants priority review, blah blah blah. So it happened yesterday. Let's see what's up. Okay, Nasdaq. Okay, on co. Let's search it up. Okay, sometimes it doesn't show up this type of stock. Let's see. And there we go, 120. This is not a good play. It's too expensive, okay? But sometimes you might find a stock that's not listed there that might trend, but you'll find out ahead of time before everybody else jumps in, okay? But make sure to do Google search to news, Yahoo Answers, Yahoo Finance, and then see what people are talking about. Then get into it and look at the board charts. Okay, so I hope this video was beneficial. So we learned about how to find FDA approvals, Was it a good play? How to validate, when to invest, and a strategy that actually works, okay? If you have any questions about FDA approval stocks, comment below and I will make sure to personally answer your question for you guys. Now, check out my channel. There are more stock videos and make sure to subscribe so I can, make more videos like these for you. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.